blackness of the deep abyss. My ship is in tatters, all dented and worn, but I trust my old engine to get back by morn. Way oh, out in the blackness, way oh, out in the void. Way oh, give me back to my true love, as quick as an old asteroid.
Huh. Well, that was a thing.
Always happy to meet a stranger. Hope my singing was to your liking.
It was. Your song really made my day. Anything to pass the time. Modern music is more my thing, sorry. Is that a sea shanty you were singing?
It is, at that. If you believe the family tales, we've been merchantmen and freighter captains since the days of the East India Company. If you like my singing, you should have heard my pops. Now he had a voice.
Song really made my day. Also, the Valentine. So, for anyone who's watching this on YouTube later, this is being recorded 2 days after Valentine's Day, and so I'm wondering if this is a limited time event, just based on the name? It could be. Otherwise, it's just a coincidence that it happens to be taking place 2 days after Valentine's Day. Song really made my day.
Oh, and now you've made mine. Afraid my ship's got the next jump loaded in, so I'm away. Fair travels.
See ya, Valentine. Open planet map. Let's do a quick scan, because that's always nice to do. Ancient ruins. Says they've been explored. So I've already been to this planet. Which means, why was I not able to just automatically jump here? Also, I'm not seeing him on my map. Talk to Andrea. I already talked to Andrea. Can I? No, I can't get up from my ship. Well, then let's land here at the ruins, I suppose. Hopefully that'll allow me to talk to Andrea again. And then she'll point me to the correct location of Hyla 2? Maybe?
Hydrocarbons in abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves.
What's up?
We should be on our guard here. If we could detect the camp from orbit, it means others could too. And I have no idea what fortifications he may have. When we arrive, would you let me speak to him first? I think that is important right now.
Sure. I'll let you do the talking. You sure? I'm great at making new friends. Didn't realize I was so intimidating. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm not letting you do this alone. Yeah, I'll let you do the talking if you want to.
From what Aggie said, it sounds like he has been rather paranoid for years now. That too, I fear, is my fault. Let us proceed slowly and carefully. I do not want to antagonize him.
Okay. Now, where is this camp of his? Because I just parked at a random spot on the planet. Shockingly, no, that's not the marker. I was like, shockingly, really close. But no, we are not walking all the way there. That probably was already on the map, and if I'd taken the time to look, I would have found it. But, meh. Defeat the zealots. That's not a good sign. If we happen to be getting here at exactly the same time as a bunch of zealots. Also, zealots I think are from House Varun. So, yeah, kind of curious about what the dynamic is between the Varun Promised, I think she called them, versus the Varun Zealots. Aaron's camp. Goodbye, Zealot. Got you. And you. Oh, hey, buddy.
Always worth checking. You know what you might find in your pockets.
There was another one over here somewhere. You. Oh, briefly saw you. Looks like they're upstairs, so we'll just take them out quick. Man, this music is going hard.
You cannot escape judgment.
I guess they're inside this building.
The great Starfield.
Nice and easy. Expert, contraband cache. I don't need those random things. All right, let's check out this contraband cache. Okay, you're outer layer only, so we'll use you here. So then I would need something like you for the rest of them, maybe. Okay. There, and then we need a 2, which we have here. Okay, none of the 4s work. Either of the 3s work. So we could go there. And maybe here. And lastly, here. What do we got? Varun Heretic's writings. Interesting. What does that symbol mean? Is that contraband? I'm encumbered now. I don't know what that symbol means. So I can't read or anything. So Varun Heretic writings. So is that different than Varun? The Varun Promise / the Varun Zealots? Are the Zealots the same as the Heretics? I'm gonna just drop those. We go to Miss, because it's got a symbol which I assume means that if I'm scanned, oh, things will show up as being stolen or contraband. So I'm gonna just drop those particular items so I don't have to worry about it.
I thought I saw something. I need to be sure.
Okay. Well, I will follow you. Wow, you are just taking off. I don't want to loot all the things while I'm here. Alright, what do you got?
I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Oh, clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jada Wong. I am sure of it. This cannot all be for nothing.
Maybe, or he faked his own death. Gave out fake information of where he would be. Because if he was that paranoid, it wouldn't surprise me if he, you know, decided to fake his own death. Although the question of why were Varun zealots coming after him years later, like 9 years later, because we would have thought that they were attacking because of her and she blames herself for it. But if he's wandered off and 9 years later they're still coming after him, then maybe they were coming after him originally. Varun's scripture permanently increases sneak bonus by an additional 1% and melee sneak attack damage by an additional 5%. Gladly. Aaron's Slate. Aaron, I know the last few years have been tough. I know you think we should just hide away from the world, but I can't do that. We lost so many good people, and the monsters that are responsible are still out there. Their fake serpent god won't punish them for what they did, but someone has to. So it's going to be me. I've joined the UC Vanguard. I know you tell me that's risky, what with our past, but it turns out it's not a problem. Remember how we used to joke about the Den being so lax about patrolling? Turns out that works for their background checks too. And now when I find those zealots, I'll have the UC backing me up. They're not getting away. Once I've got my hands on them, we can find out if they've heard of this Tomisar Kadik you mentioned. I'll send word when it's over, Jada. So, UC Vanguard.
You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jada was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way.
She must be pretty determined. She's got to be crazy going after zealots like that. If she went hunting zealots, what are the odds she's still alive?
For anyone else, I would say the chances of survival are slim. But for Jada... she is alive and on a mission. I would bet my life on it. Jada was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement, how she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. But before we go, I've discovered something else. And I do not know what to make of it. Aaron was composing a reply to Jada, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the zealots to find him. That they knew where to look for him.
Aggie said he'd been scared for years. Maybe that's all it is. But he built this place to hide from them. You think he knew something we don't? Yeah. If he, within the last year, because it was a year ago he moved here to Hyla, so within that time, he's felt that they were coming after him, and then sometime less than a year later, they're here attacking. Clearly he knew something. So I'm not going to say that he was just paranoid. We just killed a bunch of zealots. Clearly it wasn't paranoia.
Yes. There are more.
He built this place to hide from them.
And yet, we found them here searching for him. How did they know? What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Kadik.
Well, that's certainly a name I don't know. You know the name, though, don't you? You'll have to explain this to me. I'm lost. You know the name, though, don't you?
Yes, I do. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Varun. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Varun, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Aaron should never have heard of him.
You know where he is. Let's go and ask him what's going on. Sounds like someone hasn't been telling you everything. House Varun doing something shady? Who would have imagined it? Ah. Sounds like someone hasn't been telling you everything.
Perhaps. He could have reached out directly, but that would be a surprising breach of protocol. We must first make sure that Jada is safe, and perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den.
Travel to the den. Yeah, I'm guessing this Tomasar is not as clean and friendly as you think he is. And possibly he was putting out a hit on Andrea herself, and the others got caught up in the crossfire, and now he's just trying to clean up all of it. I guess I don't need to run back to my ship, probably. Oh, I'm mid-jump. Let's land so that I can fast travel. Alright, where are we going? Probably can't travel this whole distance. Set course. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. I want to go here. No. Then... Okay. I can't get to Alpha Centauri on my fuel tank. So let's go to Olympus. Let's jump to Olympus. And then we magically restock on fuel.
You can fly away from. Is that what the saying goes?
Nope, go back to the map. Now we want to get to Wolf. To the den.
Jump complete. All propulsion restored.
Hey, Den.
To the den. If you have business, feel free to land.
Of course I do. As soon as we get closer, we'll dock. There we go. We're so far outside of the range. Although I guess my engines are lowered power-wise. But let's board.
Either she is here, or someone will know where we can find her.
Okay.
She is still alive. I know it.
Unless they're all faking their deaths.
I understand this station was once quite the luxurious place for UC military commanders. Based on what I see, I find that very hard to believe.
Haha. Alright. There's someone back here that we can talk to. I'm not going to steal a med pack. Reina Marquez. Gonna wake you up. Hopefully you don't mind.
Haven't seen you around here before. Welcome to the den. Reina Marquez. I head up the Vanguard station here. Good to see another Vanguard pilot. You assigned here, or just passing through?
Just taking a look around.
Right. Okay. Good. Was afraid I'd gotten another transfer without any warning. Nothing against you personally, of course. I'd just like to know who I'm responsible for before they show up on my doorstep. You need anything? Say the word. We're short on luxuries here, but for a fellow Vanguard, I'll do what I can to help.
So she mentions that she's gotten a transfer without being informed, so I'm wondering if that's how Jada Huang inserted herself into the crew. Is just like, no, I totally got transferred here, don't look into it. What does the Vanguard do here? You see a lot of action out here. Has the Vanguard always used this place as a base of operations?
Oh gosh, no. Vanguard wasn't even a thought back when this place was first built. The Den, the original Den, mind you, got blown up during the Serpent's Crusade. UC Navy immediately rebuilt the station, I think largely out of spite. Sometimes I think that's why they keep it operational too. Certainly hasn't had much real purpose since the Colony War ended. I'm glad we have it as a post, and Marcel and the Trade Authority do some decent business, which I try very hard not to pay attention to. But the station has never recaptured that old glory. Don't think it ever will, really.
You see a lot of action out here?
Might be counterintuitive, but no. No, we don't. It's pretty quiet, and some of us deal with that better than others. We get the occasional distress call. Sometimes Varun stirs up trouble, but there's a lot of downtime. I'm not complaining, but others, like Bastion there, it's not what he was expecting. Certainly not what he wanted.
What does the Vanguard do here?
The same thing we do everywhere else. Fill in the gaps for the UC Navy. Help keep the settled systems peaceful and safe. Sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge all the way out here, but we try our best. I wouldn't mind a little more support from New Atlantis, but I know things are tough all over.
Okay, well I'm looking for Jada Huang.
Huang? Really? There are at least 3 other pilots based out of here I'd expect to receive complaints about first. Before we get started, I have to inform you there's a formal review process for the Vanguard, so don't expect any action for a while. Okay? Now, what is the nature of your complaint?
Didn't say it's a complaint. I'm not here to complain, I just need to talk to her. It's urgent that I find her as soon as possible. There's nothing to do with the Vanguard, it's personal. You get a lot of complaints about your pilots?
Look, this isn't Alpha Centauri or anything. We're a bit removed from the center of the United Colonies. Folks out here are a little less receptive to the Vanguard keeping an eye on things.
Well, I'm not here to complain, I just need to talk to her.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Force of habit, I suppose. Jada isn't here. Hasn't been here in a while. In fact, she's following up on some sensitive information. I'm not sure I should disclose any more than that.
Persuade. I know what she's after. I have information that could help her. I have someone here who's been looking for her for a very long time. What if I said I already know she's hunting down Varun zealots? I'm gonna go the persuade route first.
It's not something I can just blurt out.
6 pips in 3 turns. We need to get at least 2 every time. I know you'd like to help me if you could. I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so important. You don't seem to understand I need this information now. I've got a narrow window here, okay? Time's wasting. I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so important.
Maybe I can make an exception.
Oh, we don't have a +2 option. You don't seem to understand. I need this information now.
I don't care how badly you need it. I'm not telling you.
Oh, dude, now I have to go with the +6 option. Got a narrow window here. Okay, time's wasting.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Oh, with success.
I suppose it's not the end of the world. Jada came in a bit ago, all fired up over some hot lead. She's been focused on zealots ever since she was assigned here, but this was a whole other level. She was headed out to Groombridge to track them down. Never seen her so fixated. And if you know Jada, that's saying something. If you're headed out that way, be careful. Wouldn't surprise me if she's getting into all kinds of trouble.
Okay.
Fly safe.
Did that location mean anything to you? You're not saying, so I'm gonna assume not. But if Jade is all fired up, that makes me wonder if she's found that head honcho Varun guy. The one that Andrea typically works for. And that would be awkward if we have to pick sides.
Undocking complete.
Alright. So Groombridge, I don't know where that's at. Up here. Groombridge. To an anomaly. Reach Jada's last known location. That is a lot of wreckage.
Unidentified ship. You are not authorized to be here. State your business. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I need to talk to you in person. I'm here with Andrea. We've been looking for you. What are you doing out here?
I was setting up an ambush, but odds are that you've blown it. And my question still stands. What the hell do you think you're doing?
I need to talk to you in person.
I don't know you, and we don't have anything to talk about. You are interfering with an official Vanguard operation, so I'm going to need you to vacate this orbit immediately. Shit! I've got multiple ships inbound. Too late to run. Sure hope you're prepared for a fight.
Of course. No, lock on to enemies.
You tagged their grab drive. Directed to their grab drive. The target they're not escaping.
Okay, next.
Enemy's grab drive out of commission. Target has lost its engines. Their shield system is damaged. Enemy's engines are offline. Target has lost enemy shield. Their shields have been knocked out. Excellent. Target lost our shield. Enemy propulsion down. Special engines easier to hit now.
Up here. Whoa. I am crashing into so much stuff. Where are you? Up here.
Enemy has lost their taken out their grab drive. Target grab drive is disabled. Enemy shields are down. You've taken down their shields. Enemy engines down, Captain. They are easy prey.
We're clear. And I'm sure not going anywhere for a while. So why don't you tell me what the hell you think you're doing, showing up here now?
Andrea's trying to make up for what happened years ago. We wanted to check on you, make sure you're okay. Saying thanks for saving your butt would be nice. Andrea's trying to make up for what happened years ago.
10 years after the fact? With nothing in between? You'll have to forgive me if I find that hard to believe. Suspicious, even. Look, my grab drive is fried. I need time to repair, if I can even manage it. You didn't take the opportunity to blow me up. So either that's not your goal, or you're playing some long game. You want to explain yourself? I can't stop you from coming over here. But I'm gonna be armed, and it's gonna be aimed at her head. Just so we're all clear.
Alright. Let's dock.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Yep, I'm really good at clicking the R
The
button.
interior of this ship comforting.
Hi there.
How? How can you possibly show your face?
I am glad to see that you are safe, Jada. I am sorry if this is difficult for you.
Difficult? Are you serious right now? You set us up, killed my friends, and then a decade later you show up like nothing happened? Have you lost your mind?
Set you up? I was not behind that. It was zealots, you know that. We were all attacked.
Don't bullshit me. Not now. And who the hell are you? Her backup dancer?
Yep, I am her backup dancer. Let's all just calm down. We're just here to talk. I'm a friend of Andrea's, that's all.
I was too a ways back. You can see how that's worked out for me. What are you doing here with her? You don't look like Varun to me.
We've been looking for anyone who survived that ambush years ago. Andrea was worried about you. You hate zealots, we hate zealots. Thought we could help each other out.
Yeah. Difference is, though, I haven't been working with them. She has.
I would never.
You know, for a while I told myself it was a coincidence that you disappeared once the shooting started. That you were long gone when the dust settled. Told myself, no, it couldn't possibly be her. Not after all those years we spent working together. We're friends. So I went after the zealots.
And then I found out the truth. Your damned High Council. They knew. Told the Zealots where to find us.
That's not true. That cannot be true.
Oh, it is.
How? How do you know this? If you have proof, I need to see it right now.
You don't get to demand anything of me, Andreja. I know what I've seen!
If you're so sure of this, then let's see the proof. Convince us. I don't believe Andrea is involved. This High Council isn't either. You're working with House Varun. Why would they want to kill you? Yeah, it's a good question.
Because we were a loose end! We knew things. Locations, names. They never trusted us. We were just a mess that needed cleaning up.
You're so sure of this, then let's see the proof. Convince us.
I don't have... It doesn't work like that. I've put things together over the years. Slates, communications, interrogations.
A name, Jada. Give me a name. You must have heard one by now.
Tomasar! Tomasar Kadik! That's the bastard from the High Council who's been helping the Zealots!
And did you hear this from Aaron?
Aaron? What? No! I haven't talked to him in a year. What do you know about it?
Jada, I swear on the Serpent himself, I would never betray you. I need time to make this right. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I am not giving up on this! I've tracked them this far, and I'm going to see this through. You want your proof? Well, they have it.
So,
It is a good day, yes?
you think you've won, do you?
That's not good.
That's him! That's the bastard responsible for the ambush! If you're not lying to me, then you better help me take him down. Otherwise, I'll just have to destroy you both! Get back to your ship!
Huh.
I smile today in the knowledge that the Great Serpent has truly blessed my ship and my crew. Why else would he have delivered unto me the dregs of our purge years ago? The awful that escaped our righteous justice.
Pathetic High Council, who betrayed the charge laid upon them by the Great Serpent.
Enemy's jump drive is offline.
It always
No, now that you took out their jump drive.
Their ram drive is crippled! They're not escaping!
Target's shields are down.
my mind.
Enemy's ram drive, target's engines have been
Okay, shields offline.
Ram drive is ready.
From this universe.
Couldn't tell that the ship blew up because it didn't really blow up. But alright. Are you still around, friend? Yes. There is also other loot from the previous ships we've shot down. Here. No, not Groombridge. That. Let's just pick up this other random stuff. Okay. And then there's another one over this way. There we go. That's a bit farther away. And then we'll go back and talk to her. Alright. Now, Raptor. What is the deal? Do we redock with you again? Didn't actually pay attention to what the quest said to do. Clearly.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Let's just get up and see what my journal is telling me to do. Probably talk to Andrea.
I'm here for you, my love. I do not understand. It cannot be possible that the High Council would betray us like that. He must have been lying.
He seemed pretty sure of himself, so let's go ask the High Council. It doesn't matter, it's over now. He seemed pretty sure of himself.
Zealots have interpreted the teachings of Jinan Barun in the most hostile way possible, and are convinced they are the only true followers of the Great Serpent. They have always been certain in their beliefs and actions. Does not make them correct. Something about this does not feel right. This message. The code at the bottom. I have seen this before. I know where we need to go. I must explain. House Barun values secrecy above nearly all else. Those of us sent out into the settled systems, we cannot return.
We can't force you to stay away forever. The heck with their rules. I'm sure they'd make an exception to clear this up. They can't force you to stay away forever.
Maybe not forever. But certainly until our mission has been accomplished. When we are assigned a mission, we are taken to a point outside of House Varun's domain. We do not jump ourselves. We are never given the coordinates for Varun Kai, our homeworld. We literally cannot return. Only a select few are ever trusted with that knowledge. I can never go home. Unless I am permitted.
Wow, that is wild. They intentionally send their youth out on missions without any way of ever getting back. Sounds like you're being used. There must be some other way. They get points for ingenuity. I'll give them that. Yeah, that is crazy. Sounds like you're being used.
It has been deemed necessary for the protection of House Varun. And for generations, it has worked. Who am I to question it? But there is something I can do. I cannot travel to my home, but I can reach out another way. But it means putting you in danger in a way you have not been before. I cannot say for certain what will happen.
There's been plenty of danger so far. I signed on for this no matter what. I didn't have anything else to do today anyway. There's been plenty of danger so far.
We have survived this, yes, but what comes next is different. I just want to make that clear. There is an old derelict star station where I may get answers. I know that seems vague. It will become clear when we arrive.
Okay, let's travel to your derelict star station. Actually, we're at 4 hours. Maybe we'll save that surprise for next time and leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger. So I'm going to end the stream there for the day. Hope you all had fun and enjoyed this, and I will see you probably not next week, probably in 2 weeks, when we continue Starfield a bit farther.